Hello, good morning to everyone. My name is Mardanita Amay. Today we will discuss about organizational team and how to behave ethically as one office professional. So let's start. First, what is organizational? Organizations are typically comprised of a variety of teams that help accomplish company goals and meet projections, while individuals cycle through times of higher and lower productivity. Teams hold the potential of offering a more steady level of achievement within the organization as a whole. And what example of organizational structure? So we have number 1, line functional and line and staff structure. Number 2, project-based structure. Number 3, matrix structure. This is all what we say organizational structure. So what is team in the workplace? For example, sports teams are a good example of how teams work. For instance, a basketball team has individual players who each contribute toward the goal of winning a game. Similarly, in business setting, most work is accomplished by teams of individuals who collaborate on activities with defined outcomes. Because teams are so prevalent in business organization, it is important for employees to have the skills necessary to work effectively with others. The purpose of team. Organizations form teams to accomplish tasks that are too large or complex for an individual to complete. Teams are also effective for work that require different types of skill and expertise. For example, the development and new products involve understanding customer needs as well as how to design and build a product that will meet these needs. Accordingly, a new product development team would include people with customer knowledge as well as designers and engineers. We have an example of how to be an effective team. First, share values. A common set of beliefs and principles about and how the team members will work together. Second, mutual trust. Confidence between team difference that each puts the best interests of the team ahead of individuals' properties. Inspiring vision. A clear direction that motivates commitment to a collective efforts. Skill, talent that combine abilities and expertise to accomplish the required tasks and work productively with others. And the number 5 is rewards. Recognition of achievement toward objective and reinforcement of the behavior that supports the team's work. So effective teamwork requires that people work as a cohesive unit. These 5 characteristics can help individuals collaborate with others by focusing their efforts in a common direction and achieving an outcome that can only be reached by working together. And we have types of teams. First, project teams. Create for a defined period of time to achieve a specific goal. Second, virtual teams. Have members who work in separate locations that are often geographically dispersed. And the third, cross-functional teams. Bring together people with diverse expertise and knowledge from different departments of specialties. And the cross-functional team. A group of people from different departments in an organization working toward a common goal. There are 4 elements of an effective team. It is the acronym of GRIP. GRIP stands for G for goals, R in rules, I in interpersonal relationships, P process and procedures. So, okay, let's proceed to the next about the how to behave ethically as an office professionals. What is professionals and ethical behavior in the workplace? Ethic in the workplace is defined as the moral code that guides the behavior of employees with respect to what is right and wrong in regard to conduct and decision making. Civility, social intelligence, emotional intelligence, social grace. We'll consider this aspect in more detail throughout his subjection, but first, we'll spend some time on the personality traits of successful professionals. So, what is ethical behavior? Professionalism and ethic in the workplace are the guiding principles that an individual or the company has established. Generally, a company sets forth a minimum standard of ethics and expectation. Even though there are employees who may have a higher personal set of ethics, those who don't follow the ethics rules at work are subject to disciplinary action, possibly even firing. As with all ethic guidelines, this rule at work consider what is best for all involved. That includes the employer or employee, coworkers, and the public. And an employee handbook may list specific behavior, expectation, but many components of ethics are guided by a person's moral code. For example, an employer may not expressly state that one employee should not take credit for a project if he had nothing to do with it. This generally follow a person's moral compass through. It may become a rule if a problem permanent among employees. So, what is the importance of ethical behavior? Ethical behavior in the workplace is important for many reasons. People and customers feel safe when working with company. If they know people are following morally sound guidelines, it builds the reputation of the business and doing clean business or keeping customer as a priority. Many professionals will remain in business if the public does feel that the person or the company operates ethically. Bank, financial representative, lawyer, all must follow how ethical standards. Any company taking credit card information needs to maintain strict privacy and information protection policies to get consumer confidence. Tips to encourage ethical behavior in the workplace. Encouraging ethical behavior at work helps build a strong team and rise productivity. It's helped an organization maintain a reputation for strong values that directly align with its mission. As research shows that business with strong ethical cultures have shown a reduction in employee misconduct. So, if you want to be a successful professional, you must have this. Conscientious. Consistently do your best work in the time you have to do it. Be organized and efficient in your workflow and time management. Be realistic about what you can accomplish and follow through on commitments. Go the extra mile for anyone expecting quality work from you. Finish your work on time rather than leave loose and what others. Courteous. Speak and write clearly at a language level your audience understand. Be punctual. Arrive at the workplace on time and deliver work by the deadline. Notify those expecting you when you're running late. Apologize for your own errors and misunderstanding. Practice active listening. Share your expertise with others and be a positive, encouraging mentor to those entering the workplace. Thankful. Exercise self-control with regard to conversational topics and jokes. Avoid continuous public and office politics, especially in writing. Control your bases by being vigilant in your diction. Example, words choices involving gendered pronouns, accept constructing criticism gracefully, and provide helpful improvement-focused feedback mixed with praise. Keep negative opinions of people to yourself and be patient, understanding, and hopeful towards struggling colleagues. Ethical. Avoid even small white lies and truth-stretching logical fallacies. Avoid conflict of interest or even though perception of them. Pay for products and service as soon as possible if not right away. Uh, Respect the confidentiality of private information and decisions. Focus on what you and your company do well rather than criticize competitors to customers and others. Follow proper grievance procedures rather than take vengeance, and be charitable whenever possible. And be presentable. Be positive and friendly, especially in introduction, as well as generous with your smile. Present yourself according to expectation in grooming and attire. Practice proper hygiene and follow general rules of dining etiquette. Tips to become more successful at work. A successful organization is one in which individuals are growing, learning, and contributing to its overall goals. Number 1, understand your employer expectations. Make sure you understand your company or cultures. Your cultures with the organization and your working relationship with your supervisor or manager are very important. Make sure you are familiar with the values of the company so that you can demonstrate them effective. And number 2, have a positive attitude. Whether things are going well or badly, always maintain a balanced viewpoint and resist to complain to coworkers about your boss or your job. Your compliance could work their way up to those higher in the organizations. Instead, find the right channels to suggest improvements. Number 4, willingness to take on extra duties. Whether it's overseeing a major new projects or offering to learn a new system, and always volunteer for extra responsibilities. This may be a given, but people who excel in their workplace often go above and beyond of what they ask to do. Number 5, don't gossip. Stay focused on the positive and avoid sharing sensitive personal or departmental information with your coworkers, and be especially conscious of this when attending company gatherings and avoid the temptation to overshare information when it is not your place to do so. Number 6, be considerate. Whether or not you're sharing a tight working space, respect your office space by keeping your voice at an appropriate level on the phone and in person. Whenever you can go over the coworkers to have a conversation, use it as an opportunity to develop closer working relationship. Keep your personal life private. So, keep personal calls and emails to a minimum. Leave errands for lunchtime or when you're away from work. And don't share intimate details of your social life in the kitchen or lunchroom for everyone to hear. Number 8, personal business on company technology. Most companies monitor employee use of technology, so you should skip the personal email and text message. Also, bear in mind that venting feelings about your workplace or boss on social media could be read by anyone. Number 9, and be on time. Most employers are prepared to be flexible, and each environment has its own rules on timekeeping. Find out what they are and stick to them. You want to send the message that you're dependable and willing to go the extra mile to meet company goals. Number 10, meet deadline. Keep your words Always meet deadline. If you miss a deadline, it may have a knock-on effect throughout your company. Talk to your boss for ahead of a deadline if you believe that you won't be able to complete a assigned task on time. So that's all, and I hope we understand. So once again, I am Mardan Kaamay, and thank you for listening.